what do you think at this point in your life, what's the hardest thing you had to do? The hardest thing you had to deal with at this stage in your life?
Oh man, losing my wife, man, losing my old lady, bro. That's still, bro. I just lost my old lady like 6 months ago, and I've been with her for 24 years. I got three sons with her. My son's grown now, but we
Mm,
lived together. We never been broke up. That was my best friend. I ain't got no partners or nothing. Like that was my best friend. So that was everything to me. Like this woman, she was white. She was a white woman.
hmm
So, but still, bro, she ain't from the street. She from a little small town.
hmm
So all she know is love. She had the biggest heart. And yeah, man, it's a hard, tough thing. I'm telling you, dog. Like you can sympathize and try to imagine, but dude, man, you would never truly know, boy. That shit is, boy, that
Yeah,
shit take everything out of you, damn near. I gotta every time I wake up, I'm talking about I gotta convince myself, like, damn, gotta keep going, man. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Cause
yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night crying in my sleep type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real.
That's what I do it for. You know I got motion. Even though I be joking, get to the bag. Got me waking at 4 something. It's deep as the ocean. Been through the fire. It's got
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of We Got to Speak On It with Quay. You know, where we have real conversations with real people about real things in real time, and today is no different. You know, I got the pleasure of having my homeboy I've been on for a long time, bless the platform, and dude been through a lot. Dude done, had a crazy life. You know what I mean? Been from having a one arm shorter than the other arm to, you know, going through a lot of tough trouble with the law, and even to more recently, like losing the love of his life, his wife. You know, so and you know, I give him all the props in the world for persevering through all the stuff. But we gonna get to every topic, and I'm so happy to have my boy on the platform. No other than Fly Boy Smiley, my boy Alphonse. What's up, my brother? What's happening with
Whoa, what's up? What's up? Cute dog.
you? Hey,
What
that's
it
what's
do,
up.
baby?
Ain't nothing, man. I appreciate you for being on the platform, bro. I truly do. Like I say, I try to tell people, even in the opening, we have real conversations with real people about real things, because you know I think that our life experiences were meant like for a reason. You know what I mean, we got to really like it's kind of our duty to kind of like teach the youth and use our experiences to maybe help somebody else, and also just tell our story. Because the stuff we've been through can't be in vain, bro. Like we gotta, it had to be for a reason. We learned from it, and it's like, you know, it's like, okay, I just want to tell my story. We don't know, tomorrow is not promised. So, you know, at least as some way, shape, or form, I got a chance to tell my story. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah,
felt like I wanted to. So I appreciate you for being on the platform. That's what I'm trying to say.
facts.
Yeah, man. You are doing all right, brother?
Yeah, I'm good. I'll chill. You do take it one day at a time. That's all we can do. You
That's what's
did.
it. Yeah, absolutely. That's all we can do, bro. One day at a time, you know. But just to get right into it, brother, you know, I know, right off the rip, I was telling them in the intro that, you know, you grew up, because I knew you from school. You know, we've been knowing each other from way back since middle school,
Right.
and ever since I knew you, you know, you always, you had the one arm shot and the other arm and stuff like that. And you
Yeah.
know what I mean, and I know, you know, going through life, especially as a youth, having that type of experience. And I mean, like when I look back, I'm like, that had to be kind of difficult. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
how
man.
was it? Yeah, how was it growing up like that, bro? Like, what kind of stuff you had to go through?
One thing for sure, two things for certain in a city like New Orleans, dog, and you stuff like that you gotta deal with, you definitely gonna learn how to fight. You heard me? Cause it's off the top, you already know, man. We went through what they call it Joseph none. But they can go rib you, dog. And like I don't care who you is when you're younger, like now, you know what I'm saying, that the shit would have happened when you're older. It don't mean so much. But when you younger, like that shit meant everything. So it come to the point to where, all right, enough is enough with the ribbon. Like, man, stop playing with me type shit. It's time to throw them hands.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
at that
so
younger age like that.
Yeah. So people used to talk shit a lot, right? They used to talk
Yeah.
stuff, try to
Well,
rib.
yeah, you know that's automatic, man. It's New Orleans, the way New Orleans is, bro. You could be damn near a perfect person, and a nigga gonna find something
They're gonna
to
find
rib
something.
you about. Nigga gonna find something. That's the only city that I know. They find uh your negative traits and use it to describe you.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
you might have a big nose, or you talking about big nose, Smiley?
It's facts.
You talking about the nigga with the little O, or some people, or you talking about Joe who be musty all the time?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, man. That city is crazy.
That's what they
So,
did. Like you say, so you had to learn at an early age to shoot back, right? The
yeah.
nigga talk that stuff to you, you right back on him. You wasn't like, have you ever felt like you was being victimized, or you like it was like regular? Like how did it make you feel when everybody kept, know what I mean, pointing to your arm, saying like this nigga here got a short arm? Did you
I
shoot back, or
mean,
you felt like a victim?
man, in certain instances, you dig, nigga definitely at a younger age, like you gonna go back at him and say some shit. But man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm a nigga that never knew how to rib, dog. So like when it get to a certain point to where we argue, now this argument gonna turn into a fight because I'm not keeping the last, I'm not letting you have the last word. You
Mm-hmm.
dig, and you know how that go. You know.
Yeah, straight up. So you fighting people and everything with one arm short than the other. Like you was able to throw them hands and like, I
Yeah,
mean, did it limit you
yeah.
at all?
You already know, like, shit, you gonna learn. Either you gonna learn, don't get me wrong, like, I done got whipped. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go, that's how you learn how to fight. But that's how you learn how to do anything. You got to do it, more than one time. You got to do it consistently to be able to do it,
Yeah,
You got to learn
absolutely.
how to, it came to where fighting, it's not even a fight. It's like I'm trying to survive. It's a survival thing rather than just a fight.
Facts.
I ain't looking to win the fight. I'm looking to win the battle type
Yeah,
shit.
that's it, man. And you gotta get like that because, like you said, survival. I mean, that's real. Like, what am I gonna do? Feel sorry for myself, or I'm gonna fight back? I gotta fight back. I have no choice. I'm a man at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I totally get it, bro. Like you never looked at yourself like you never asked like God, like why me type thing. You never had that moment.
Nah, it wasn't never like that because I mean, I always was uh to women, I would say. I always was an attractive dude. So I mean, it's certain. I'm sure they probably had a few women that was like, you know what I'm saying, that probably wouldn't have looked at me just because of that. But there was a lot more that didn't care nothing about, you know what I'm saying, my arm and shit like that. So I mean, it never bothered me in that way, like that deep.
Yeah, because I'm
To where
thinking,
I'm asking God, like, why me type shit. It wasn't that deep. Basically, it was like more like a man, nigga ain't gonna play with me type shit. Like, okay, I get it, you ribbon it, and you get a laugh, but you're not gonna just stand there and I'm standing there looking crazy. And you instead of going in on me, instead of going in, and I'm
yeah,
just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? That invites other people to play with you.
facts, 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 facts. And the only reason why I asked that about the God why me thing, because I know a lot of people that's different, you know what I mean, from other people. They have that thought at some point. When you look around and see everybody else could do a thing or got something or whatever, it's a lot of people dealing with issues right now, that they have limitations. I don't want to say disability, but it's some type of disability sometimes. Again, they're asking these questions. That's why I asked you, did you ever get to the point to where it's like, well, damn, like I wish I could have just been regular, like, because it does hurt your confidence dealing with certain females. You don't know if she want to holler or not because the situation. Did it make you feel like that? Like you said?
Yeah, in some instances, yeah, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Some instances it made me feel that way, but you know what I'm saying? You learn how to get over it because, well, one won't do, the next one will. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's just what it is. They had a lot of women in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? So, like, well, if you don't get one, you miss one and catch the next one, just like a bus. You heard me?
Yeah. And I think it speaks to the mindset, bro. Again, that's why I want to have this conversation with you, because a lot of people don't have that strong mindset. This is an example what you're saying right now. Like, you never really looked at yourself like a victim. You never looked at yourself like a person that was like helpless. It just, like you say, this what it is. I'm gonna deal with it, and I'm gonna get what's mine. Whatever ain't for me, ain't for me. And I
Yeah,
truly respect.
some things you can't change. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like situations like that, you gotta learn to accept that. If you can't change it, you know what I'm saying, you can't worry about something that you can't change. That's what I had to learn. It took me a little bit to learn that, but you can't dwell on something that you can't change because you're stopping yourself from solving obstacles if you let that hold you, you know what I'm saying, hold you back from shit. You could be holding yourself back from a lot of things like that.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah, that's real. So, all right, so after high school, now you're getting older. For people that's watching, I mean, you pretty popular in New Orleans. Everybody know Smiley. A lot of people know you, know what I mean? And they know you for that reason, like you said, the one arm smaller than the other arm or whatever. And but they know you though. So you made a name for yourself. You respect it. You did. Coming up the way you did with people like trying to like act like that was an issue with your own situation, did you have to like respond to people, deal with niggas a certain type of way to get that respect, or what?
well, kind of I would say in a way, and a lot of reason why too, because like you said, I was popular, bro. And a lot of people would bring me up. That's because the way I dressed, like I'm the only child, so I was spoiled. You know what I'm saying? I had all the ballads, all
Yeah,
the
you was geared up
polos.
all the time. Facts.
Yeah. So like people go talk about that, like, damn, you see that nigga. And so that a little jealousy go probably come stem from that. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, yeah, would you see that nigga oh? You did, but
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? But
They're gonna find something to talk about. Yeah.
yeah, they definitely gonna do that. It is sad, man. They got adults like that today still, man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If they hear somebody talking about you, man, they gotta do something negative in it.
You know they do, bro. They got to make them feel better. Like you say,
Yeah.
when you're doing too well, somebody gonna find something negative to say about you because it makes them feel better. Like make them not feel so bad. You dig?
Yeah.
So it's crazy how they work, bro. But
They
yeah,
dim
man.
your light to try to make theirs shine brighter. I ain't never been like that. I ain't got to
Facts.
dim somebody else's light to make mine shine brighter.
Exactly. And I brought that up too, the last question, because, your name came up in the situation with this dude, OG Murder, man. I want to, I was surprised because I'm like, hold up, man, I know Smile. That's my dog. He kind of brought you up. And I also saw Terrence Gangsta Williams also say something about you. And I said, okay, they mentioned my boy. And, salute the OG Murder and Gangsta because they got a little motion. You know what I mean? Their name their name ringing, especially OG Murder. He got a lot of motion in the city right now. He
Yeah.
probably for the
Yeah.
wrong reasons.
Yeah. Yeah.
But everybody on his platform, they're laughing at his jokes, his comments, and stuff like that. What he made you feel? What that was about? Like, why did he mention your name in the first place? Talking about the
Man,
dude with the
I
small
don't
arm.
know. I
Yeah.
don't know. We probably would have to ask him that. I ain't never sat and asked him that. For one thing, he had the situation wrong. I don't know what he thought. The thing was, he talking about you turned down Mario P. He did something with Mario P. He said you turned down Mario P because you saw that weird nigga over there with the cripple arms, Smiley. The thing is that he ain't done. The gangster didn't do shit with me. What happened was, I told a story like I noticed what niggas was doing, so I was like, man, I'm gonna put a video out. Little did I know somebody was gonna see it and shoot the video to gangster. Gangster remember what happened, so he got on there and told the story about the same story I told. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like we planned it or none of that. He just so happened to get the story, saw somebody mention his name. He already knew who I was because we damn near got into some real shit. Like it was almost some like them killers he be talking about. Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
we really almost damn near they would almost was some shit that we was about to get into. So like he ain't done nothing with me. So the nigga had that wrong to begin with. Now the rest of the shit he said about what he said, I have no clue why. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like
Yeah,
I didn't know the dude. You know what I'm saying?
you
I
were
just know him from
saying.
Facebook.
You say Mario P. Mario, salute to Mario P. New Orleans comedian, by the way. In that situation, like you said, it came from something that was supposed to happen with that, with Mario P. or whatnot. But yeah, man, however it went down, like you said, I don't know the details. I'm hoping that somehow it comes to a resolution, you know what I mean, or whatever, or not, but hopefully it don't escalate to no issue to where, you know what I mean, it go beyond just internet conversation or whatever case may be, bro. Because I think that both of y'all brothers got, y'all doing something good, got some motion. I want to see everybody win in New Orleans. You already know.
Me too, man. I wish the dude the best. You dig what I'm saying? Like I should even then when he says something, I still wish him the best. It's all content to me, dog. You dig? But I just didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? Really, I had to pull myself back out of the situation because I'm like, he said what he said, but that was just him. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas would have probably took that like a form of disrespect, like that nigga a hoe type shit he
Hmm.
said. Like, but he just that's just him. That's why people love him. You know what I'm saying? He raw. You know what I'm saying? He raw with it, and he funny with it, and he cut deep.
Yeah,
He called himself he a scumbag. So that's what it was. When you're dealing with this internet, man, you can't take shit. You gotta have tough skin, dog. You can't take shit to heart. If you go do this and get in front of this camera, you can't take shit to heart what people say because this internet ain't no game. People already know that.
that's it. And they're gonna use whatever they got on you to get you. Whatever they
Yeah.
know, that's how it is. And like you said, he funny as hell, brother. Dude, like he funny. He come out with these little songs and all this little crazy stuff and oh Lord, they killing me. All
Yeah.
that. I'll be laughing down, but I ain't gonna lie. They got a whole little song. They be damn near like a little buck jump song.
Yeah,
And
yeah, he got that going. I mean,
yeah, so
I watched him from the start, bro.
mhm.
What's so crazy is like we actually kind of knew each other on Facebook, like wait type shit. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And he was like he used to be. I saw when he first put out a song with Jizzle about VL. I listened to it, liked it from there on now and then. I get on his lives and comment, and he respond little shit like that. So when he mentioned me, that was just out of the left field. The crazy part is he tried to act like he didn't know who I was when he knew exactly who I was. He said my name. If you didn't know who I was, how you saying my name and the rest of the shit you said. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, it's
Yeah.
all good, man. Good. Yeah, go ahead, man. Do your thing, bro. It's just, I mean, if we both could get to it, it's a competitive thing, man. It's just like anything. Rap, basketball, anything, man. It's a competitive thing. Let's see let's see what they do.
Right. And like you said, man, he did go at BG a lot, which I don't understand the infatuation. Also, going at his girl, Brooke. I mean, I could never understand the man going at another man girl, but again,
Yeah,
it ain't perfect, bro. I'm not here, to go at him no kind of way. I just want everybody to win, get along, and like we don't have to like I mean, all money, all attention ain't good. We don't need that kind of negativity for real, for real. We can lift each other up a little bit more. That's all I'm saying. So,
yeah.
I mean, again, it's entertainment. It is entertainment, though. I
It's
ain't gonna lie about
entertainment
you.
for sure, for
It's
sure.
definitely entertainment. Like you say. I just always think that the energy we put out, we get back. So
Yeah,
sometimes it can still go beyond the internet unintentionally. Sometimes, so we got to be
yeah,
careful with how we even entertain. But yeah, man. Anyways, not to get too much on that situation. I just wanted to kind of get because I was tripping out when he mentioned your name and he mentioned the dude with the small arm. Like I said, this has been something that people use, like you said, they've been using for a while to try to, describe you or attack you. And that shit
yeah.
don't seem like it hurts you no more. It don't hurt you.
Yeah. It is. I mean, it's funny to me. I laugh. Like if it's something that's funny, a nigga said, yeah, it's funny. You dig? I'ma laugh. You know what I'm saying? And he did say some funny shit. I went on his live. You know what I'm saying? It was like, man, what you say about me? And he was like, oh no, here go this nigga.
Yeah.
And yeah, he said some funny shit. I was laughing, man. I mean, if it's funny, it's funny, bro. You know,
Absolutely. Yeah. So you ended up. Let me ask you, what's your longest bid you did in jail?
I ain't did like hell of a time. My longest I did all at one time, I only did like 28 months
Okay.
on the
That's a
juice.
little
That
over
was,
2 years. A little over a year.
but shit,
Two
you add
years.
all the times I've been locked up together, man. I probably did a total of about oh, just like 5, 6 years. I ain't really did too many juices. I got lucky. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I got a few convictions. I got lucky. Was able to weasel out that. You know what I'm saying? But I
Yeah.
learned from that. Like that ain't what you need to do, man. They got so much stuff out. We got taught the wrong way, man. They got so many things, bro. They got millions of things you can do legally to make money.
Yeah.
Like we just got led the wrong way.
That's it. Facts. When they come to jail, like, what is it like being in that, bro? Like, I never been in jail before. I don't know. So you got to
Oh,
tell
for
us.
real?
Yeah, I never been in jail, dog. I never have, man. So
Shit, more power to you, brother. I respect somebody that's never been in jail more than I respect a nigga that had done time 30 years and ain't Google, dog. Cause
word.
I mean,
Appreciate
I
it.
mean that's real. Cause it's easy. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to go and do the wrong thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? In the city, especially in the city like New Orleans, dog. Like when that kind of thing, that the wrong thing was glorified. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You selling drugs and you was a hitter and all that shit. They glorified that. So if you wasn't like that and you ain't done all that, bro, it's more power to you. I respect you more than, yeah, your freedom is everything, man.
Appreciate
Everything.
it, brother. But what is like what is it like? Like what is the experience a day in the life being in jail? Like what is that like going through that experience?
Man, it's been around these folk ass niggas and shit, man. The thing about it, bro, New Orleans, dog, you gotta be like the back to the fight thing, bro. You gotta be about your business. Nigga go test you. Nigga go try you, dog. I don't give a fuck if you got a disability. I don't give a fuck what it is. The nigga gonna try you for sure, man. Already, you gotta stand on 10, man. You don't got nobody that right there that's going, you know what I'm saying, go take over for you. You dig? If you're not standing up on your own, a nigga ain't gonna, ain't gonna have no sympathy for you at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
So like. Yeah, I mean, you wake up in that motherfucker like you gotta have it on your mind at all time. A nigga can play with you at any point in time, and you gotta be ready. Win, lose, or draw. It ain't the fact in there as if you win or lose. It's in the fact if you gonna stand up, and handle your business. That's where
Yeah.
your respect come from. You can lose 20 fights, but if you fight, nigga go respect.
Yeah. For real, huh?
That's just what it is.
What about the food? The food and that
Oh
thing.
yeah, man, that does it's crazy. As far as food. Well, I think that it changed that a lot in New Orleans, man. Man, the inmates when I was going to jail in New Orleans, the inmates was in charge of serving the food and all that come along with you standing on your own. Cause like if they got tier reps, what they call tier reps, they just come and bring the pan in there. Ain't no guards around or nothing. They just drop the pan in there. The tier reps serving your food. Now, if you let the nigga shake the spoon on you, you dead. Nigga not giving you what you supposed to have. You supposed to stand on that. And then we talk about jail food. Something that
Yeah.
simple, dog. It's the simplest shit in New Orleans to where you had to be a man. Like you got it. Like it's un it's unwritten codes in that motherfucker that you gotta know. Like it's time to handle business. Like shit, like simple shit you wouldn't even think about. Like a nigga sitting on your bed with his boxes on, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stand on you like put your shoe. Whoa, say dog, you disrespect me, man. Nigga strap up type shit, man. Man, you sitting on my bed, dog. What the fuck wrong with you, nigga? You dig? You got to stand up. It's time to handle your business. Like niggas know that have been locked up. What I'm talking about. Nigga can't sit on your bed with his boxers on. That's disrespectful.
Yeah. That sounds like
Saying
some
with
tunnels.
food.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the hot boys get it how you live shit from the jailhouse in New Orleans.
Yeah.
That's what the nigga say far as food. like when they serve food, anything, like they'll come in and the HOD, they got bars. And they'll like on Fridays they have tuna sandwiches. Or sometimes for lunch they got these bologna sandwiches, but it's mystery meat, not real bologna, but they'll come and just stick 10, it's 10-man sandwich, they'll come stick 10 sandwiches in the bars. You got to get up and get your shit.
Mm,
Like if you don't get up in time, a nigga could grab it here, nigga walk up to the bars, grab your sandwiches and here, like, what? Get it how you live.
that's crazy.
And you gotta be like, sit dog, don't be one of them sandwiches, you heard me? They could choose to be like, man, get it how you live, you heard me? Like, and you gotta stand on your own, like, you know what I'm saying? You
Mm,
gotta be ready to fight over a sandwich, state food.
that's crazy, bro. That's
Yeah.
wild, man. What's the worst? What's the craziest thing you ever seen happen in jail before when you was locked up? What's the craziest thing you ever seen happen?
Yeah, man, so many shit, dog.
Killed,
Fights.
raped, what?
Yeah, no, I ain't seen none of that. I ain't
That
seen none of that. I ain't been to the penitentiary in New Orleans though. I just been to the jail.
okay,
So like,
okay,
um, just fights, basically fights. I just seen a nigga get their whole face caved in, like
yeah,
whole shit just caved in, one lick, like
mm,
bah, like God damn,
yeah,
boy, you don't hit me like that, bitch. I'm getting a knife. Nigga can make shanks with an ink pen, like
yeah,
tape around it, sharpen it up with a pern on that bitch. Yeah,
bruh. That's crazy. So yeah, so that's the thing about it. Them shanks is like, I know that's how people get the edge on everybody else. They got them shanks, so they like basically forcing you to do stuff, take your stuff, or you gonna get shanked, right? So
it's
it's
just
kind of like,
it's like man, they got a little saying. I ain't never seen it before, but a nigga could approach you from what I heard. I ain't never saw it, but a nigga could walk up to you like shit on my dick or blood on my knife. You heard me? Like
what?
so that's yeah, that's old Angola stories right there. Man,
Yeah.
I got family that been in Angola, you dig? And
Mm,
then I got a little dude I fuck with a little bit, named Eric E. Silent. I don't know, he doing a little content now. You might have saw him. He got a little juice. Shout out E. Silent, man. He done a little juice. Like he went to got life when he was 16 and went to Angola, grew up in Angola. He home now. But he tell them type of stories that he just saw shit on my dick or blood on my knife. You did?
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, just everybody to know what that mean in case you don't really know. That mean he trying to rape you, right?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
trying
I
he's
mean,
saying
either
you
you
either
gonna
gonna
give up the ass or you gonna give
or
up
you
the
gonna get
blood.
stabbed. I just want to make sure everybody catch on to that because that's insane. That's crazy,
Yeah,
man. For real,
them niggas, they got a lot of sick niggas in that bitch down.
man. But
Even in the La Paris jail and shit down there, they got a lot of sick little dudes, bro. In
mm,
that motherfucker, mental health is crazy out there in New Orleans, dog. Especially in that
absolutely
jailhouse.
right.
They got some niggas that's motherfucking institutionalized like a motherfucker.
Yeah, like
For
little
real.
animals, basically, right? That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's why I tell brothers, man, it's no place to want to be. If you could avoid getting in a situation, you might not want it. Know what I mean, it's not even worth it because you might not come out. Some people dying in that thing, right?
Yeah, man, they got a lot of people. They got a few people, bro, that ended up in that bitch and in there for a little bit of something, and wound up killing somebody in there and getting life. You know what I'm saying? They got a few stories like that, man.
Yeah, hmm
Yeah,
absolutely. Kill or be killed, either one, But it's crazy, man. But so after jail and stuff, I know you did a lot of jail time. You got shot as well, right?
yeah, man.
About that
See a lot,
situation.
and a lot of people don't realize this, but like it kind of have something to do with my own in a way, but like before I even got shot, I already had some dealing with my own. It just so happened when I got shot, you know what I'm saying? It was in the head. So like that kind of affected my shit, a little bit more.
You got
But
shot in the
anyway,
hand.
it happened in the Iberville, huh?
You got shot in your hand. You said
Yeah, the
okay.
back and in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened in the Iberville, you know what I'm saying? I won't say nigga name, nothing like that down, but you know, and anywhere you go, Brian, this was when New Orleans was at like the murder capital. Murder capital. Niggas was
Mm-hmm.
getting knocked off for nothing. Like the simplest shit. And I had first moved to the sixth wall. And for some reason, I met this little dude and we decided to go to the Albertville project and hang out. And we went to the Albertville and hanging out with dudes, and I knew like something was about to happen, dog, because the dude I was hanging with, like he knew the dudes in the Albertville. I didn't know it. I just was with him. His name
Mm-hmm.
was Calvin.
Yeah.
He got killed too, rest in peace. But he knew the dude, so I went back there with him. So like he when we got back there now, we go to talking and shit, like the crowd, the few little dudes around our age, like these niggas keep moving from the step to step. And everywhere I come to, they move again. Damn. So the shit was getting kind of weird to me, man. Like everywhere I come where they at, they huddled up talking. I come over there, them niggas break up and move to another location. So the shit start getting weird. So it comes to the point to where I'm sitting on the steps and I don't move from where I'm at. And you can see these niggas. Dog, I think I know I can feel when something about to go down. A lot of people in New Orleans like that though.
Yeah.
Like you can feel when something about to
Mm-hmm.
happen. A lot
Yeah.
of people say that.
You can feel it.
But like you can feel it. So I could feel like something was about to happen because niggas was kikiing and looking back at me type shit. Some told me, man, get your ass up from all the steps, man. Get the fuck from back here. Man, got up, went to walking. They got an old dude. Everybody know this dude, bald head New. They got a nigga named New from out the Albertville. Matter of fact, he was on, think New Orleans Exposed. The bald head dude that's on New Orleans Exposed. And then when they talk about the Albertville project, that's New. So
Okay.
I start walking off, and New tries to call me back. I'm not, I'm not turning back around. You crazy the motherfucker. I see what's going on. Now y'all avoid me. Now you trying to call me back? I'm not stupid, man. I'm about to keep walking. Man, tell me why they got to let dude run up behind me, right? So like he ain't run up enough to where he can hit me or touch me. He just ran up enough to where there he was close enough to where he could do anything he wanted to do, which he did do. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just went to busting it. I take out running to that motherfucker and like I hit the corner and it was a lady. Thank God for this lady that was out the porch, was on that porch. I guess she came outside. She got a son or something. She wanted to make sure everything was all right. But man, and I don't know, I'm probably after the shooting. I took probably about 2 or 3 steps and the lady would say, baby, you all right? You got, and I'm like, yeah. And she like, you got blood on the back of your pants. You bleed.
Mm.
So I look, and I don't know. It's like if you don't know something, I don't know if that give you strength or
That
what. If you
adrenaline.
don't know something,
Mm-hmm.
all right. I ain't feel shit until she said that. Then all of a sudden I'm weak, fall down type shit. Like you just feel like you get weak. I couldn't even. I'll try to say something. My voice not coming out. I
Okay.
don't even know what that was about. Yeah, good thing she was out there. They called the people and shit. And they came, got me and shit like that. But
So when she said that, you saw your hand and realized you've been shot in your hand.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that mug was ugly. Like
Yeah.
it looked like a motherfucker had that got. You could look like straight through my hand. It looked like it could have been like somebody took a knife and just dug in there. I'm like, damn. I'm looking at my hand, buku fucking blood. Man, I'm like, bro, I didn't know somebody could lose that much blood and be okay, man.
Right.
Like that was a buku fucking blood.
Yeah.
And but good thing, I was all right, you
Yeah.
know.
Thank God, man. Yeah. Obviously, was
But
trying to.
that was a time when it was always wars against war fighting. Like I say, man, a lot of people was just getting killed, and I don't know why downtown was like that, bro. Matter of fact, it's a dude, bro, from out the Albertville that I saw killed somebody. His name was T. Roy. I don't give a fuck what a nigga say about me speaking on niggas name. I don't know if the nigga dead or alive, but this nigga, Warren Mays had a club across the street from the Lafitte. You know, we used to be in that bitch, and they had a little dude. I went to Bell, and they had a little dude was from out the 7th wall, and he was in there with us. So it was always the 6th wall against the 7th wall at Warren Mays Club. So like the little dude, like he walk home. He walked home after the club. Now he with us. When he started to walk home, he started to walk home, and people just because they thought the little dude he lived in the 7th wall, but he was in there with us, the 6th wall. Man, picture they after the club, they see the little dude walking home, bruh. Man, they run the little dude down. You know, everybody ran behind him. They thinking they about to fight. I'm thinking they about to fight. So we running. I'm trying to see everybody trying to see the fight, you know, running to the dude. And I see what's going down. And the dude Troy pulled out a revolver. It just gonna hit me. And something told me I didn't know that dude Troy. I still think about this today, dog. Like I should have said something or stopped him, but I didn't know the dude. But I didn't want me to try to stop him. Man, this nigga turned a gun on me. So man, I let him do what he do, man. He shot the little dude down like a dog, man. Shot him down. And we was all in middle school, so the little dude had to be like 13, 14. I'm like 13, 14 at the time. We in Bell. We're in the middle school, 8th grade. So then you like what, 13 at that age? I mean, at about that time, like 8th grade. Like, yeah, man, the little dude lost his life at that young age for nothing. Like I'm like, man, that dude was in there with us, man. Because nigga was like, man, y'all saw what T. Roy did? And I'm like, that's how I heard his name. I didn't know the nigga name. But when they got to talk about it after the shit happened, oh, I'll never forget when he started shooting that dude. I wanted to stop him, but like I said, I was scared. You know what I'm saying? So once I heard the shots, I just turned around and ran as fast as I could from around that bitch. Like, damn. And the next day we went to school. Nigga was like, man, nigga killed Lil Lawrence last night, dog. I'm like, damn. I'm thinking, dog, I stood right there and watched that shit. I
Wow.
should have said something. I still be thinking right now, damn, dog, I should have said something.
Right,
Fuck.
right. So
But
as I'm listening to you tell this story, bro, I'm thinking about earlier, you got shot in the hand and you had to run. I mean, that's some traumatizing stuff, bro. Like for real. Like we don't talk about, especially as black men that made it through situations like New Orleans, we don't talk about like the amount of baggage and trauma that we pick up over the years that we don't even like you said, you still think about that,
yeah,
man. I just wanted to get into this whole idea of jail and stuff like that and ask you about that because I know going through all that and being shot and stuff like that, I know it made a big difference in your life. Did you ever come any closer? Did you ever come close to death, like being shot another time?
no, I'd have been shot at it. Came even from really being shot, I'd have came to close to death from in the shootout. Like I done claim close to death. I'm talking about like in the shootout to where if you're in the movies, you know how they got the bullets go pew pew
Mm-hmm.
shit like that by your head.
Yeah.
Like that's real shit. I thought that was movie shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's if you in the shootout, dog, and anybody can say that's been in the real shootout, dog. I'd have been in the shootout to where the shit flying on my head like pew pew, bouncing off car, ping ping ping,
Mm.
bouncing off cars and shit like that. That's real. That ain't just in the movies. Like that shit really happens.
Right.
So I done had shit like fly right by my head, and I feel it like got
Mm.
blood trickling down my face. Like man, that could have been in my head if I'd have been 2 centimeters to the left.
Mm.
Like, yeah, it'd have been
Crazy.
done.
What made you?
Yeah,
Let me ask you this: when you first started to make your move into the streets to have to do things to survive, what made you feel you had to go that route in the beginning?
man. Because man, for people that didn't know, my mama, bro, was on drugs. You dig? My mama was smoking crack.
Mm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, that's the only thing I was around that came around was like drug dealers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I'm seeing shit that I liked. Them niggas got the fly cars, and even though I mean I wasn't worried about clothes because my mama was getting me anything I wanted. So like I wanted a car though, but of course my mama, can't afford to buy me no car and shit like that. She buy me no clothes, spend a few $100s on me, shit like that. But we talk about when $2,000 was a whole bunch of money at that time.
Absolutely.
So like, with that being said, my mama couldn't do no shit like that. And I think at a real young age, I wanted a car since 13, 14. I was into cars. So I'm like, look, this the only way I'm gonna get it is if I get out there and get into, the streets, man. And it can't be that hard to hustle, you know what I'm saying? Because at that time, people was running up to cars, niggas that was selling rocks was running up to cars with their hand in the car. People would to buy what they buy, bam, bam. They run up, stick their hand in the window, bam, make the sales. And these niggas having knots of money. I'm like, man, that can't be that hard. But shit, I was wrong.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Absolutely.
shit, a lot of more shit that come with that,
Yeah.
you know?
So you feel you had to do it because mom was on drugs and stuff like that. Let me ask you, because you said you did have a lot of clothes and you was dressing nice. If mom was
Yeah.
on drugs, how you was able to get all them clothes in the first place and stuff?
Man, really like my dad, it was like he wasn't around, but he would still like as far as school clothes and clothes, he would give my mama money and shit, you know what I'm saying? And my mama had to have it, but it was enough money to where she could still do her thing because she had a job too. She worked at the school board. She still could do her thing and still be able to buy me what I wanted. I'm the only child. Plus, I went through all what I went through, what I'm saying, as far as my arm and shit like that. What I'm saying? Of course, most of the time, only child, they do sometimes get spoiled.
Yeah.
So, that's probably how my
Yeah.
dad really.
Yeah. You say your dad wasn't really there. He sent money though. Did you ever get
Yeah.
clarity? Did you ever get clarity on why he wasn't there? What happened with that situation?
Shit that I just know that him and my mom are like, they never was married. They had me, and I guess at a young age, my pa was an alcoholic. He
Okay.
died. He died in 2022. He was an alcoholic and he was in the military. So like, uh, they just never got along. You know what I'm saying? He used to put his hands on her and shit like that. I mean, I wasn't even old enough to know what was going on because I ain't never remembered them being together. So they've been not together since I was small.
Right.
So, but I'm named after him. So I was his first son. So yeah, he still, came around here and there and still made sure though he sent me money, but money ain't everything.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You
Like,
know what
like
I'm
y'all
saying?
never built a relationship. Y'all never had a chance to do that. You never had no resentment because of that.
Did because I think when I made 16, my mama moved up here to Kansas where I'm at, and I would stay with my dad. So we kind of built a little relationship from that. But it wasn't it wasn't, when you grow up without a daddy, it's like you got some type of little resentment. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, where you was at type shit. You know what I'm saying? You think about how different your life would have been if he could have been there type shit. So like, yeah, I mean, you got a little resentment, but you can't hold that. You even though they wasn't around, a lot of people just love their parent just because you know that they parent and you always taught to love your parents. So, you know what I'm saying? It still was love was there, but it still was some resentment too.
Word. Yeah, I get it, dog. I think a lot of people could feel that because a lot of people went through the same thing. Their father wasn't there or kind of was there just a little bit. Some people had in-house fathers and the relationship still just wasn't strong as they wanted it to be. Or some people saw the abuse, they witnessed all that, and it probably would have been better if their father wasn't there,
Wasn't there? True that.
or even their mother. That go both ways, right? But yeah, man, I think people are definitely not perfect. We know that now as grown adults that everybody mentally ain't capable of doing the right thing. Everybody, they don't make the right decisions, and sometimes drugs, alcohol alter people decision making, and they ain't gonna, you know what I mean? They can't do right by themselves. How they gonna do right by you? You know.
Right.
So we get
Right.
older, we understand those things, and we try to be empathetic towards them, the fact that they're human, you know. But it's definitely don't take away, you know what I mean, not having at the time. I know, you know, like looking around certain events and stuff, you might have wanted them there, and you ain't have it, but because it could have made a difference. I'm saying, and how you
Yeah.
ended up,
Yeah.
you
It
know what I
would have.
mean?
I think it would have made a difference for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, you
Yeah.
did
Because
exactly.
a woman can't teach a man how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? It just can't. Especially in the city like New Orleans, bro. You got your peers pulling from you for street shit. You know, everything get glorified. That ain't the right thing to do. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And a woman can only be so stern on you till you get to a certain age. You know what I'm saying? They can't really chastise you like you need to be chastised.
that's
It
it.
need it take a man, to do that.
Absolutely, bro. I totally agree, man. And you know, like you say, having the moms on drugs, having the father that wasn't really present. I guess it's safe to say the streets kind of raised you, right?
Yeah, the streets did raise me, dog.
They
Straight like
did.
that. Like that's
Yeah,
straight up what it is. The
yeah,
city of New Orleans raised me, and it's kind of sad because it's a lot of man. It's got so many stories like that, bro.
yeah.
And the bad part is that man, even though there's some people that try to be there for their children when they have children, the fact of the matter is that if you ain't never been loved like you should have been loved, so you don't have no idea how to do it type shit. I
Mm-hmm.
done seen that a lot to
Mm,
where you can't be you to where dudes not able like they there for their children, but they can't show them the love like they need to be loved because they ain't never been showed that love. You know what
facts.
I'm saying? If that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense. Absolutely, bro. Real talk, you know. Yeah, man. I think that, like you say, a lot of men, a lot of people in general, are just not taught how to communicate in a way that's effective. So everybody can't, are not the best teachers. Everybody can't communicate, like you say, what they never was taught. So stuff gets twisted up a lot of time, man. And you know, but you know, I wanted to get into another conversation, another part. I asked everybody a certain question on the platform. I said, it's really one of three questions, but for you, I chose this question right here. I want to know, what do you think at this point in your life, what's the hardest thing you had to do? The hardest thing you had to deal with at this stage in your life?
Oh man, losing my wife, man, losing my old lady, bro. That's still Bro, I just lost my lady like 6 months ago, and I've been with her for 24 years. I got three sons with her. My son's grown now, but we
Mm,
lived together. We never been broke up. That was my best friend. I ain't got no partners or nothing. Like that was my best friend. So that was everything to me. Like this woman, she was white. She was a white woman.
mm-hmm,
So, but still, bro, she ain't from the street. She from a little small town.
mm-hmm,
So all she know is love. She had the biggest heart. You know what I'm saying? And she the one showed me really what real love is, because I didn't know what real love is, because I ain't never had real love like that. You know what I'm saying? Me and my mama don't tell each other, I love you type shit. We still don't to this day.
mm,
So like she taught me basically what love is type shit. You know what I'm saying?
wow.
So like, it's that's and I'm still dealing with that. That's the hardest thing that I'm still trying to figure out. Like I'm type of lost in a way. You know what I'm saying? You just like I say, take everything a day at a time. But yeah, that's the hardest. That's the hardest thing in life. This last year, 2025, that shit fucked over me. That shit bust my ass.
Mm,
Like I got in trouble with the worst case I ever had in my life. 45 days later, I lost my wife that from out of nowhere. We didn't know nothing about her being sick. I don't think she was sick. I think something they say she's died from stage 4 lung cancer, but I don't believe that.
mm,
She had like a she got some teeth extracted because she had a gum disease. So we paid for her to get I paid out of pocket, man, for to get her teeth done and shit like that. So
okay.
she got her teeth extracted, and I think that's what caused it. You know what I'm saying? I
Wow.
think her shit got infected and shit went septic. And I believe that's what she passed away from.
Mm. So her tooth, she had an infected tooth, and somehow you think it got infected, and they called it a lung cancer.
Well, she got not infected teeth, she had a gum disease
Yeah.
and her shit was infected as it was. And she had to get all her teeth extracted.
Okay.
And so I went to do research, man, and fucking they got something called infective endocarditis. Y'all can look that up, man. And it will make you think that it's lung cancer because you can get blood clots in your lungs and in your legs. And that's what exactly happened to her. You know what I'm saying? And her gums, the dentists, they never did when you go get your teeth done, anything you get done in your teeth, man, they make you see a hygienist first to make sure your gums and everything is healthy enough to where they can do the work to where they can extract your teeth. There won't be blood or infection or
Right.
something like that don't happen. They didn't do that with her. They took her money, set a surgery date. She went and got the surgery, and her shit never healed. So like a month and a half later, she passed away. And I already know it was from an infection because when we went to the hospital, they said she had blood clots in her lungs, in her leg, and she had infection in her body. You know what I'm saying? So that's telling me right there that if she'd had stage 4 lung cancer, we would have seen that coughing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't seen none of that at all until after that surgery. Like she would swallow, and she said that she would taste something taste like infection. Now
Yeah.
they supposed to do a follow up after they do something serious like that. They never did no follow up with her. The dentist never did no follow up with that.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like I believe that's what it was, and I don't know what happened, but I didn't make decisions to where like the funeral home, her mama made all these decisions to where the funeral home came got her. Like she passed away on the 7th. The funeral home came picked up on the 8th, and she was got cremated. Like they did all this shit. They didn't ask us about an autopsy, nothing. Like she was gone
What?
just like that. Like just like that. Yeah.
That's
So I think
crazy.
and I don't know, I believe they talked, her mama didn't barely come around, so she didn't understand. Her grandmother died from the same shit, stage 4 lung cancer. So she was thinking, her mama was thinking that it had to be hereditary. And I'm trying to tell her, no, she didn't have no stage 4 lung cancer. I've been doing the research and she had this. And I believe that's exactly what happened.
Wow, man, this is bro. I feel for you, man. It's crazy because like I said, I know when I talked to you this morning, the first thing you said to me, you said, "Man, look, can we push it back a little bit because I gotta make something to eat for my son." And you say, I'm still trying to get this stuff done, without my wife. And so I know for sure, you said this might not be the best mood for me today. I'm trying to come with positive energy because it's one of them days. So I just
Yeah.
wanted to, know what I mean, bro, I definitely felt you when you said that. And I wanted to, obviously let you know, man, like this has got to be, like truthfully, like the toughest thing anybody got to deal with as a man to raise kids by yourself. A lot of people don't give men enough credit, bro. I like men like you,
Yeah.
like yourself, because I think that when you lose a wife and you got to go on raising these kids, doing all the things that she was doing, it's
Yeah.
like so different for a man to adjust to that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, man.
real, bro.
Because as men, we not nurturers like
Yeah,
women. You know what I'm
naturally.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
We not nurturers like they are. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? My kids, by me being a man, my kids missing out on that nurturing part. And
Mm-hmm.
I understand that now that she gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me, I'm like, damn, what can I do to, really, there's nothing that I can do. I would never be able to fill that void. You know what I'm saying? I would never be, and no matter if I would be the wife, you know what I'm saying, and she took care of them as her own. That would be hard to do at my age, but still in all,
Mm-hmm.
that void would never be able to be filled. You know what I'm saying? Even with me. that I don't think that I'm gonna ever meet somebody that's gonna ever fill that void
Right.
for
Yeah.
real. Because I spent half of my life with that woman. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you really gotta learn how to live all over again. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta live. And my sons got to learn how to live all over again because mama took care of everything. You know what I'm saying? My sons, she treated us like kings. She the only woman in the house. Ain't nobody wash dishes, ain't nobody cook, ain't nobody wash clothes. You know what I'm saying? None of that. But
Wow.
yeah, so we gotta learn how to live all over again. It's that real.
Yeah, man. That's got to be tough, bro. Look, again, major salute to you for being able to, go through this. And it's just, again, I talked about earlier about your going through so much, being able to continue to move forward despite all the challenges. We talk about your arm, talk about being shot, you know what I mean? And dealing with this situation, which is the most of all, the biggest one, probably, I'm sure it's the toughest thing you probably had to deal with, like you say, because trying to learn to live again without the person that actually like was next to you for so long. How long were y'all together for? How long?
24 years, dog.
24 years. Oh my God.
24 years straight. And I'm talking
Yeah.
about, and what no breakups, me gone. Like I ain't never been gone from her for, well, I guess my first jokes when I did the 28 months, but
Hmm.
she still was there for my whole jokes. Like every weekend, she was in the at visitation. I was getting letters every day. Like kept my book swole. You dig? Like so when I came home, I owed it to her to, you know what I'm saying, be by her side. And I owed it to her to be loyal to her. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I done did, relationships at that young of age, you gonna do, you gonna play a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So don't get me wrong, but one thing I did for sure, as always, is that no matter what I did, people knew that I got an old lady, like she ain't going nowhere. So I
Right.
mean, you accept it or you don't. But
That's it.
yeah, so
Yeah, man. Ain't nobody perfect, bro. I mean, most definitely. I mean, like you said. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, uh, you just was a man trying to figure it out. She was a woman trying to figure out. Y'all had a family. Y'all was together for long. Y'all love each other, obviously, and you did the best you could. I mean, we never know what journey life's gonna take us on. We just kind of just living, going through this stuff, and day by day we learning new and new stuff. How the stuff gonna unfold. So it's like
yeah,
realizing that that was the destiny to get to that point had to be just tough in general because like you say, it's like, damn, how am I gonna figure this out?
yeah,
And
for real.
yeah, I just
And yeah, man, it's a hard, tough thing. I'm telling you, dog. I mean, you wouldn't even imagine. It's one of them things though, like people could sympathize, but just like me, when before this happened to me, like I could sympathize to people losing their mama or people losing, certain people that they're close to, but you don't know the feeling until you actually go through it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done saw people that done lost their wives before, the same as like somebody that done lost their mama. I don't know that feeling. I can sympathize and I can imagine because you know what I'm saying, I love my mama, but I would never truly know until it happened to me or if it happened to me.
right.
The same thing. Like you can sympathize and try to imagine, but dude, man, you would never truly know. Boy, that shit is Boy, that
Yeah,
shit take everything out of you damn near. I gotta every time I wake up, I'm talking about I gotta convince myself like, damn, gotta keep going. Gotta keep going, man. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Cause
yeah.
yeah, I mean it's sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night crying in my sleep type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real.
That's it, bro.
It's
Man,
real.
I feel for you, brother, for real. Like you say, I can't even much imagine. I've been with my wife for 33 years, 23 years married. Like you, a lifetime for real. Like, and I can only imagine going through what you went through. You know what I mean? So trust me, bro. I ain't been through it, and I can only imagine because I cannot understand, cannot begin to understand what you're going through. But
Yeah,
and like you say, the low moments, man, trying to, at nighttime when you by yourself, waking up and feeling like, because this is only 6 months ago, right? You lost your wife.
yeah, yeah. And you
Still
would think
brand
that
new.
as time go on, it would get better. It don't. It get worse. It's gonna get worse before it get better. I
Mm,
tell you that. You know what I'm saying? For anybody that, you know what I'm saying, that don't know, it get worse before it get better. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you realize that there's stuff go on. You're like, man, if she would have been here, if this happened, you know what I'm saying? I know this wouldn't be this way or that wouldn't be that way. Yeah, it gets harder. You know what I'm saying? And I look at my sons to where I could see, you know what I'm saying, the hurt in them. And they don't realize it either. They young, so they don't realize it, but I'm trying to get them into some that us as black people, we don't believe that go and seek counseling. We look at that as a bad thing, like, oh man, we can't go do that because people gonna think we crazy. Bro,
absolutely.
that's not how you should look at that. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with counseling. I go and see a grief counselor right now. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? I haven't been for like the last 2 sessions, but I'm gonna start again. I've been trying to talk my sons into do it, but
Yeah,
they, I think they shy away because they don't understand. They're young. You know, I'm still trying to get them into it because, yeah, that's they. You know, mamas and sons. You know how close she is to how
absolutely.
sons be to their mama. So
Absolutely.
they don't realize it, but they dealing with something. You know
That's
what I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah, they don't realize it, but they're dealing with it. Like you said, they don't understand how it's affecting them, but you can see it.
Yeah,
And yeah, I'm glad you said you were seeing. So, my next question I'm going to ask you was you seeing somebody? Because I had just had a guy on my last show, man, the therapist. And he was talking about the same thing you just mentioned, that it's something that's shunned upon amongst not only men but in the black community in general a lot of time because people just don't want to be seen as crazy or like they're going, like when we was young, we grew up like making fun of people like you need to go see a psychiatrist,
yeah,
it was used in a way to where it was derogatory. So,
yeah,
and I think a lot of people still look at it that way, like, ain't nothing wrong with me. Like it's not
yeah.
about something being wrong with you to that degree, but you can use somebody to help you talk through the things that you're going through and it'll help
A
you.
professional,
A
yeah, a
professional.
professional, yeah.
Yes. Absolutely, man.
Because there's nothing that a person gonna be able to tell you
Hmm.
that's gonna help what you're going through. And to try to bottle that shit up and deal with it yourself could be too much on you. You know what I mean? And you might not understand why you feeling a certain way. You might be angry. You might be. There's a lot of things can
Yeah,
happen if you don't take care of that. You
absolutely.
know what I'm saying? And yeah, I think you're right about our community and mental health ain't like it was years and years ago. It's a normal thing, bro. They got if you look at TV, bro, the people we see on TV, a lot of them have therapists. You know what I'm saying? That they talk to. A lot of celebrities and shit have therapists. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I was looking at the Kim Kardashian and them. I heard I saw them. They got therapists and shit. And, they beautiful women and they got a ton of money.
Yes.
And they see therapists and shit. It's not these days, mental health is there for it's a lot of reasons. It don't mean you're crazy. It don't mean something wrong with you. It just means that you need to learn, talk to somebody that know what they're doing professionally to help you through it. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
On with it, bro. You just said a mouthful because, like you said, a lot of more actors, a lot of more people on in the spotlight. Even Charlemagne the God. A lot of people we listen to and we watch, they're always preaching therapy, counseling. So it's not like it used to be, but like you say, it still hasn't been a thing that's adopted like like just the way it should have been by everybody. And I know sometimes it's a money issue. It's about money. Some people have stuff, stuff on the insurance that can help supplement some of that dough. But
Yeah.
I think everybody who can definitely should try to talk to a professional, especially if they've
They
been through
got
trauma. It's so much we discussed, so much we've been through, so much, still going through. But I think you're doing a great job, bro, as a father. You know what I mean? I think you're doing a great
yeah,
job, as best job as you can, getting through the loss of your wife. And I mean, just keep pushing, bro. I'm definitely pulling for you and stuff
for
like that.
sure.
I think for anybody that want to support or want to follow Smiley Fly Boy, give me social media info, brother.
Yeah, man. Smiley Fly Boy on phones, on Instagram, Smiley Fly Boy on YouTube, a YouTube channel. They got Smiley, Alphonse Bayham on Facebook. So and they got the page too on Facebook, Smiley Fly Boy.
Yep, absolutely. And we're
I
gonna
got a
put that
TikTok too. Got a TikTok too, my bad. Smiley out the NO. So it's Smiley out DA and underscore NO. Smiley out the NO.
perfect. So we're gonna put that also in the description to this video. So y'all gonna be able to, holler at Smiley Fly Boy. He also got a clothing line he got working on, right?
Yeah, got that line. It's gonna be, man, I'm doing something. I can't wait to release it, man. It's called Flyboy Apparel. It's something that I'm working on. It's actually an idea my youngest son came up with. He said he wanted to start his own little clothing line, so that gave me an idea. It's Fly Boy, so all the clothing gonna be like, fly. Well, really, you looking fly type shit. So it's Fly Boy apparel. So yeah, it's gonna be some, yeah. I like how it's coming out, man. And I'm gonna send you something to where I'm gonna show you. I got drops and I'm gonna show you where with the line on it and the logo and stuff like that. Everything is copyrighted. You know what I'm saying? All that. So
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Keep me posted on that, so people be on the lookout for that. I think it's a dope name too, the Fly Boy stuff. I ain't gonna lie, that's fire. Yeah. But
yeah,
yeah, man. So, bro, I truly appreciate you having the conversation again, being vulnerable. And people, everybody that's watching, hopefully they was able to get something from it and understand that they're not the only one going through this. All you going through it and you dealing with it, they can deal with it. It's something you can pull
yeah,
from this conversation. Yeah, I'm sure something everybody can pull from this conversation.
yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, man. So we might have to do a follow up, man, just to check on you in the future. Maybe we can do it running back. And once the clothing line is dropped, maybe we can show them what it look like and stuff like that. So, we're
Yeah,
gonna stay
for sure.
we're gonna stay locked in for sure. But
For sure, for sure.
yeah,
Appreciate
man.
you for having me, brother.
Most definitely, bro. Most definitely. So we gonna connect in the future. Everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit the like button, subscribe to the podcast, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and follow me
Yeah,
on Instagram, King Quasar. Follow me on TikTok, King Quasar and Quay Live. And you know, rock with me, man. We got a lot to talk about. Until next time. Peace. Yes, sir. We out.
That's what I do it for. You know I got motion. Even though I be joking, get to the bag. Got me waking at 4 something. It's deep as the ocean. Been through the fire.